Everything shook and then fell. Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? How's it going? Am I an okay audio? Is the music okay? Tell me, please. Hi, guys. Love your hair. Thank you. I literally just did it 2 seconds ago. Like, I just quickly brushed it and then put half of it up, and it needs to be washed. But I couldn't wash it today because I had to go outside and shovel snow. And then when I was like, I can't wash my hair before I try to shovel snow because I'll be outside with a cold head in like 8-degree weather. Sorry, actually now it's 22-degree weather, which is like not bad, but everything's perfect. Perfect. Great. Excellent. Do you guys like the new starting soon screen? I wanted to surprise you all. I also still have not dealt with all this stuff behind me, but I will be dealing with that today. Not bad. Oh God, I just froze really bad. Show snuffling. Snow shoveling. I don't know why anyway, hi Danny. Hi Danny. Did you guys get a freeze when I had a freeze or no? I'm going to pull my screen up so I can see just in case. No snow here, just cold. Dude, no freeze slay. Okay. Meld still hasn't pushed out that like full fix. We are stuttering. Oh, might be me. I had one. Okay, one makes sense because I also had one. Meld hasn't pushed out the final update yet, so it could just be, it's going to be very up in the air on if I have like big stutters or not. Sync was on a cruise, Danny, but where Sync lives, there was no snow, so lucky for Sync. So we have, first of all, before I even start, feel free to add to the task list. If you don't remember the commands, !task commands, and you can add them in there. Y'all, I hope you like the starting soon screen. It's brand new. If you missed it, just go back to my VOD and go watch it. It's really cute. We've been working on it for like 2 months. So I reached out to Holly. So if you guys know Holly. She did all our goose emotes. Holly DD Raws, aka Holly D Draws. She's in the pinned message in chat. So Holly and I have been working on this design for like 2 months, and the design is actually originally not for stream. And this is with more stuff that I'm going to talk to you guys about. But I was like, you know what? I was like, don't put text on it because I'll put text on it and then I can like also use it for my Twitch screens because I've been wanting like custom Twitch screens for such a long time anyway. And it would be so expensive to do like an animated screen for like multiple things and like get all different animated screens. So I was like, let me just combine it all and like do all one thing that I can use for YouTube and for Twitch. So that's what I did. And so it's officially done. It actually was finished last week, but we were just like making couple adjustments and things. So yeah, I was like, and I didn't want to like launch it at the end of the week. So I was like, let me just wait till Monday to launch it. So yeah. Also, Wixie, you can pin that message if you'd like, the co-working one. No snow where I am in England, just lots of wind and severe rain. So we have so much snow. Is your gain cranked? Is it too loud? I can never tell. Maybe I would like you. There's this like thing on here. Let me listen. Oh, I don't like how it sounds. Hold on, let me add this and take that off. Oh, it's freezing on me. No, we're good. Test. Yeah. Test, 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 test. Hello? Hello? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? I don't know. It's... You like this? You like how this sounds? This sounds like an okay level for you guys? Oh, my volume wasn't at 100, so it sounded a lot more quiet for me. Okay. I can probably turn that down a smidge. Okay, slay. This is better. Okay, now I'm listening. Yeah, they have like this like built-in filter that you can use, but I don't like how it sounds because it makes me sound just a smidge muffled. There's something about it I don't like. So, hi Emmy, thank you so much for the 4 months. Bum, 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 bow, 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 bow. Look at all you guys with your tasks. There we go. 4 months? Yeah, it says, what the hell? For me on my end, oh, I see 29 months in chat. In my activity feed, it says 4 months. That's so bizarre. Did you go outside during the snow? I do not like the snow. Well, okay. I did go outside today, but it was just to look at my car and try to dig myself out. Spoiler alert, I couldn't. So it's your 4-month streak. That's what it is. That's what it is. Twitch always mixes up the streaks, like the sub streaks, and then in my activity feed, it'll only show the streak. It's crazy. Hi, Drax. Thank you for the 6 months at tier 2. What the heck? Is it 6 months or is it lying to me? Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. If you guys see me look up, it's because I froze on my end, but I'm watching myself up there to see if I freeze over there, which I didn't. So, it's lying. What is it? Oh, 14 months. What the hell? My activity feed, bro. Why is it wrong on my activity? I don't know, dude. Whatever. Whatever. What you gonna do about it? Activity feed been borked late recently. I wonder if it's actually, it's a meld thing, interestingly enough. Because on my meld activity feed, it just says for 6 months. But on my Twitch activity feed, it says for 6 months at tier 2, they've been subbed for 14 months. It leaves out the second half of that on meld, which is interesting. I wonder if they know about that. Probably not. I'll let them know. Hi, Justine. How are you? It's good to see you. At least you have power. Yes. Knock on wood. Anything could change. But yes, I do have power. I am fortunate on that front. However, we got like 1.5 feet of snow. I'm going to show you guys a picture because it's not doxing of what my car looks like. Because it's not doxing because you can't fucking see my car. You can't even see my car. I literally was like, wow. Let me see here. Here is the front of my car. There you go. There's the front of my car. So, it's buried. You can't see it. I'm not going to show you the back of my car, obviously, because you can see my car there. But let's just say when I step in the snow, it's up above my kneecaps. So when I'm outside, the snow is up to here when I step in it. So that doesn't look bad. You want to dig it out? Go for it. We got, I think, like 18 inches of snow. So, and then on top of that, I live in like a complex, right? The plows have buried me in even more. So I'm very much buried in and I can't dig myself out. So the plows have done a really good job at burying my car even more than it already is. So yeah, we're supposed to get that much, but we only got 7. Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot where I am. Cousin has farm equipment with plows. I'm saving 2 Red Bulls for shoveling time. Yeah, so Danny and I are going to go out there around like 5-ish and get to work. I intentionally parked next to Danny's car so we could help dig each other out. um, because let me tell you, that is not a one person job. There's so like it's just so much snow. So Danny and I are going out there later to dig out our cars together. Cause it was like Danny texted me before and he's like, I just saw you go out there holding your shovel, look at the snow, and just throw your shovel and stare at it like this. And I was like, yep, that's what I did. The plows are my ops. They fully buried my car. Dude, yeah, so I went out there and a snowplow was out there and I walked up to him and I said, hey, can you actually like move a little bit of the snow out from my car? Because I can't manage it. And he said, sure. And he took all of this snow and then pushed like a 6 to 7 foot mound behind Danny's car. And I was like, so then there was another plow that wasn't a plow. It was like a construction unit that was like picking up the snow and bringing it somewhere else. So then I went up to that guy and said, can you move that mound? And he was like, yeah. But like, guarantee you when we go out there later, there will probably be another mound, because all they're doing is people are asking for help, right? And then they move the snow from their car into somebody else's car. And then that person moves it from their car to somewhere else. So I think it's probably just gonna, he came to my door and flipped me off and called me a dork. Dork. Literally. Where will you put the snow you shovel? So that's the biggest issue. So I'm supposed to coach tonight, right? I can't dig my car out right now. I texted all my lessons being like, well, one of them already canceled, being like, we can't even get somebody to plow our driveway and we're stuck. So we're not coming tonight. And I'm like, okay. And then the other two, I'm like, hey, I sent them a picture of my car so they know I'm not lying. I'm like, this is my car right now. I am one girl and I'm small. I can't dig myself out. I was like, I tried for 45 minutes, barely made a dent. The issue is that there's so much snow that there's nowhere to put the snow. So like I was trying to dig a path between me and Danny's car and like pushing that snow up onto like the grass, which is all more snow. And even then, like, there's just so much. There's just so much. We need a second sun. We really do. I'm freezing really bad. I think I just stuttered up there. I put my fireplace to melt it, but I saw a freeze up there. It like did the buffer circle, right? For you guys, or is that just me? I see. Okay. That's so wild. I know. Can you and Danny put that snow in a truck and ship it northwest? I'm so jealous. That's how you spell his name, right? Yes, that's how you spell it. My entire mailbox is covered in snow that we moved off the driveway. Now the mailbox is kind of hidden. Oh my God. That's like, I finally got some. I got, hi Beta, hi 402. Hi cutie. I did not get freeze today. Let's go. Hey snow lady. Hey Sid. I've never seen that much snow. I have. It snows like this, like usually like once a year. I will say this is the biggest storm we've had in a long time. I haven't had a storm this big probably since I was a kid. So this is definitely different this year. But yeah, also I saw Baseline Mac in here. Hey, how's it going? So yeah, I am going to give you guys a quick, like, just in case. I'm getting like a couple freezes here on Meld. So if for whatever reason my stream like has to fully crash, just sit still and I'll be back in like a second. So don't panic. And if it ever gives you a long buffer, just refresh and you're good, okay? But if you see like the blue screen that's like, just wait for like a minute and I'll be back, so don't stress. I had to shovel my car out with no shovel. It was rough. I have like a baby shovel is the thing. Like I have a baby shovel. And it's so tiny. Oh, thank you so much for the 4 months. That's actually 4 months, right? Yes. Exactly, Wixie. Thank you so much for the 4 months. I appreciate you. No one panic. We had snow a little bit less worse than this now, but everything was closed and I haven't driven anywhere, so I have no idea what's open. Dude, my voice is like, I don't know what it is. I guess like maybe My voice is like gone. I don't know why. I think maybe I guess because it's been so dry here. I don't know. Sydney got ice there, dude. Sid had exploding trees. I had that yesterday. Yeah, I'm like, maybe it's also because I have not talked in days. Like, to the last time I like talked to anybody was when you were here. So like I didn't talk at all yesterday or today really. Supposedly nor'easter is coming this weekend. What do you mean? What do you mean? What was this? What was this? More? Is it just, why is it only on the weekends too? Can it be during the week? Why is it only on the weekends is my question. I don't understand at all. My boss told me we're getting snow tomorrow. We're not. More? Why is it only on the weekends? It's like, why is it on like a work week schedule? Oh my God, Saturday and Sunday it's supposed to fucking snow again. Dude. Baby, you ain't gotta tell me. Why? Potential for another foot of snow between Saturday and Sunday. That's insane. Any games on the agenda today? Hi, Mr. Worldwide. Welcome in. Today, no. Today we're doing co-working and chatting for the most part. I usually do that on Tuesdays, like co-working and chatting, but we're doing it today on Monday because I like to allot one stream a week to like a co-working vibe so I can like get some editing stuff done for YouTube. So today, no, but tomorrow, yes, and Wednesday, yes, and Thursday, yes, for sure. I don't see snow for me, but just minus 10 degrees. It's going to be 2 degrees on Saturday. Today, we build a snowman. No, 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 thank you. We're supposed to get a little more snow, maybe some rain, then freezing cold here all week. I hate that. 402, I think this is our fault. Because when we were in the city, way back when we were in the city, I almost made a joke. But when we were in the city, we both said we only like cold if there's a purpose, if it snows. And now it just snows every weekend. What was the update? I haven't talked about it yet. I genuinely think that it's so dry in my house that my throat is dry. Because I don't have a sore throat or a cough or anything, but my voice feels like it's raspy. It's so weird. But my mouth feels so dry. I want to know what the joke you almost made was. No, 402, you would not have been happy about it. It was like, it was about joking about what we talked about when you were here. So, yeah, I need a humidifier. I think I have one. I just need to set it up. But it's been so dry here more than usual. I think, yeah, I need to get some water because my tongue feels dry. I 100% jinx myself by begging for snow in the Discord. Listen, I love when it's actively snowing. It's so pretty. I hate the aftermath of snow. When it's no longer snowing and then it's just snow. That's just sitting there. You know? It just doesn't end. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Do you want to show Gifty? Oh my God, yeah, I have multiple Gifties I want to show actually. But let me grab some water first because I can feel my voice like, you know what I mean? I don't know why it's doing that. We got 4 inches of snow, about an inch of ice. I'm not mad about snow. I'm mad about capitalism's need to immediately get back to work the second it stops making you shovel. Literally. Literally. Why? Like, the rink today was like, hey, we're opening. And I was like, why? I was like, you can open, but like, no one's going to make it there. Like, we ain't making it. I don't know what to tell you. We ain't making it. Plow drivers suck though. I know, I'm like, I have a hate love relationship with snow plows because I'm like, thank you guys so much because you clear the roads and it's awesome. But also, like, fuck you for burying my car. Like, why do you have to push all the snow in front of my car? You need to like pick it up and put it somewhere else. Apparently, Canada has like a system where like they have like this thing that drives through and it blows into a truck that drives next to it and then they just move it somewhere else. I'm like, that is so smart. I don't know why we don't have something like that in place here. What's the real point of plowers? Oh, Sync, you can't drive without them. They plow all of the roads. Like, it's the only, like, you wouldn't be able to shovel like the roadways. So you need to shovel it, you know, because if you let it sit there even longer, what's going to happen is it's going to start getting so packed down that it turns into an ice sheet. So that's kind of like what happens with that. And then like, yeah, like you plow it away and there's probably a little bit of ice underneath it, but then at least that ice will be exposed to the sun and it can melt away, or you can salt it so that way it starts to melt out. But that's like the whole purpose of it. Because you can't, because if you have cars that drive on top of like fluffy snow, it packs it down and then it's a thick sheet of ice. I thought Sync asked what the point of flowers are. What's the point of flowers? At least that's how it is here in Colorado. Wait, what? Federal roads, usually if it's residential, no lines or not paid for like apartments, it won't get plowed. I think it depends state to state. I'm sure it's state to state because that's how the US is. But like where it is here, like all the roads get plowed. But certain towns are worse than others because it's town by town. You know, like the towns are responsible for plowing their roads. So like, for instance, like where my parents live, the roads near them suck. Over here, it's not that bad. But yeah. One, two, three, huh. Arkansas has some that'll drop a block for driveways. Decides to do one driveway of the street and then it has to get all the snow shoved into it. Oh no. Thank you, Spirit Wolf. My town plows all the roads except for private roads, but the private roads get plowed by contractors. Yeah, that's usually how it works. At least over here. Hi, Jack. Welcome in. Town by town, then country. Oh, county next. I was going to say, I was like, do they do the whole country at once? Yeah, and interstate. Yeah, like interstates, like highways and stuff, that's like done by the state at like a very specific, in a very specific way. Like they do prep like the day before with salting and everything to make sure anything that comes under the snow doesn't freeze so that way they can plow it away. And then they just run plows all night long. Lachlan, thank you so much for the 2 months with your Prime. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. First the town, then the county, then the country, then the world. Yes, I'm taking over with my snow plows. It's a revolution. I'm going to grab a water really quick. I need to moisten my throat. I also have, my cabinet is just open under the sink. And then I have the sink running at a drip so that way the pipes don't freeze. Because that's what my mom told me to do. Even with the prep they did here, they had to shut down the interstate because of black ice. I saw this horrible video last night on Instagram. Hi, Tay. Welcome in. Oh my God. That like helped me so much. That water. I saw this horrible video last night. Hi, Titan. I saw this video last night of like a 20 car pile up on the highway because every car was just sliding on black ice. It was so bad. But also, like, whenever I see shit like that, I'm like, how does this happen? Like, how do all of these people just go out on the road if it's in an area where they have like state of emergencies? Why are you driving? And then it's also like, why is whoever's in charge not salting the roads? I'm like, this must be in areas where they're not used to snow. But also, like, if you are in an area that's still not used to snow and you know you're getting it, why are you not calling up areas that are used to snow and figuring out how the fuck to deal with it? Like all of these southern states that just like the roads are a mess. I'm like, you knew it was coming. Not the people. I'm talking about the government. Like, you knew it was coming. Why did you not prepare? Like, it drives me crazy. Because, like, I can't. I don't. You've seen. You know how to deal with it. Like, people know. It's. Like, I was having this conversation with Sid where I was like, I don't understand how they let the roads get so bad for you guys. Like, I just don't. It makes me nuts. Everyone talked about how bad it was going to be for more than a week. I know. And like, why wouldn't you just call up like a representative buddy from like a northern state and be like, hey, what's the best course of action for this? I think they don't have the resources, unfortunately. I just find that hard to believe. I just feel like I find that hard to believe that there's no resources. It's so expensive to keep and store the gear. But like, we've done things before where like you send resources from one state to another state. We've done this a million times with like hurricane stuff. Sending resources, sending National Guard, sending whatever. And I'm just like, and I'm not even talking about plows. I'm talking about preparing ahead of time, like salting the roads. They don't have trucks and equipment to take care of it. But if you know that it's coming, why don't you get trucks and equipment to take care of it? I'm talking about the government. I'm not talking about the average person. Like, I'm talking about the government. Like, the government. Like, your representatives that are supposed to keep you safe. This was all the southern states. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, though. This administration doesn't want to help you. That would make too much sense for our state. Well, I know, that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, I think just accepting, being like, oh, that's just the way it is in the South. I feel like that's unacceptable and you guys should demand more for yourselves. That would require cooperation and communication, which is just insane that there's not that there. Because, like, I think about, like, the video I saw last night of, like, this 20-car pileup. It was just every time a car hit another car, I'm like, somebody just died. It was so tragic to watch. And I was like, that is preventable. If the government and the states prepared, that is preventable. Something being that bad, you know? Our state government does not care for the people. Right. That's the biggest issue that happens. Where was the pileup? I don't know. I want to say maybe Texas or something. I'm not sure. I don't know if I can find the video again. Because it was late last night and I was watching it and I was like, this is so tragic. And I watched it like 7 times in a row and then I was like, I can't watch this anymore. Our governor fled before the storm. Reminds me of Chris Christie, when we had Chris Christie. Hi, Kevin. Welcome in. Yeah, Jen, I agree that a lot of things are preventable. Japan has sprinklers on their roads that spray warm water on the road to melt the ice. I feel like it would refreeze, though, no? They couldn't handle it when all the northern states are capable of doing it. That's what I'm saying. And, like, I just think saying, oh, we're not capable of handling it is just such an inexcusable answer. And it's like, well, there's too many logistics that go into it. Okay, then figure it out. You should have an emergency snow plan in place. It's not like it's never going to snow in your area ever. You know? Like New Jersey, for instance, like we have like plans in place for like wildfires and we don't get them very much. So it's like, and then we had one of the biggest ones last year. And it's like, well, good thing we figured out something. And then we had help from other states and aids from other areas to help put it out. To assume that it won't snow, like, but it's not like nobody knew this was coming and it just happened. Like, that's different. Like, Jersey's had that happen before too, where like a snowstorm all of a sudden, like it was predicted that it could snow, and then all of a sudden it was so bad and we were so unprepared, and something like that happened, and it was like in November. It was a couple years ago, and that happens. But like this was like we all had like over a week to prepare. Links don't work, Mac, so I can't see what you said. Oh, I don't want to post that video in chat, Power Mac, if that's okay. I don't want to post that video in chat, because that is really, really tragic, and people definitely died, so I don't want to see it. Acknowledging the chance of extreme weather unusual for the area would have to mean acknowledging climate change, though, which obviously isn't a thing to these people, right? But even people that don't believe in climate change, like, you can still acknowledge that random shit might happen, because that's just Mother Nature, you know? It's almost like the governor doesn't care about it. The government doesn't care about its people anymore. Just so crazy. Like, wow. Oh my God. That's just wild. The news article said injuries but no deaths. Well, that's good. Texas just redid the power because the massive outage from 2021. Was that with Hurricane Harvey? Is that when that happened? I don't really remember, like, timing of what happened when. I hate when you're talking about something fucked with the government and then people say, oh, it's just life, society. Like, girl, there's a way to change it. I think it's because people have just gotten so accustomed to, like, that's just the way it is. But, like, it's okay to not like that that's the way it is and want it to change. You know? So, let me. Like, I understand that that's the way it is, and that's the way it has been. However, I don't want it to be that way anymore, and I think it's okay to want it to change. I encourage everyone to research Project Popeye and how governments have ways to affect the weather. Even though certain things aren't likely, does not mean they won't happen. So, like, let's be more prepared. Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard of that, so I don't know what that is, so I can't speak on it. But, yeah, I just think, like, I get really frustrated when I hear people say, well, like, well, we just don't have the resources here. I'm talking about a truck and salt. Get the resources. We don't have plows. Okay, get one. Get some. Rent some. Ask someone else for help. Be a problem solver. Like, why is that so? And if it's truly like you've exhausted all options, nothing else can happen, declare a state of emergency. Tell people they can't leave. But at least figure out a way to clear the roads in case somebody has an emergency and needs medical attention. That's like what is baffling to me. We had 6 inches last year and everyone stayed home for 3 days. Yeah, I mean, I've been home. If LA can get snow, every local government should be prepared. People will still leave and not listen. I know that's, at that point though, like, that's on them. Mac for president, do not put me through that. I don't want that. 13 inches checking in. Yeah, I got like a foot and a half of snow, pup. My car is so buried in. It's like ridiculous. Every time you look at your watch, my phone vibrates. I know it's the same notification. Mine is just a million Discord notifications just went off at once. But yeah, it'll be like, time to stand. I know a lot of people down here were just taught to live with what we're given and not ask questions or demand more for the sake of keeping peace or whatever. It's really sad to see the small-mindedness of individuals here. I think it's honestly like that in a lot of places. Like, you'd be very surprised. You get the plows, but then you need to train people to operate them. A lot of cities won't do that for places. I think that it's not as hard as people think it is. Malia, thank you so much for the 7 months, dude. GG's. Thank you, thank you. Love ya. Mwah. Because I know tons of people, like my age, like that would do this at the age of 17 when I was younger, that would just rent a plow, hook it onto the front of their Jeep, and then just learn, like, just plow. It's not that hard to operate. It's like a button to crank it down, a button to crank it up. It's pretty simple. If they know how to drive a truck, like a pickup truck, you can operate a plow. I'll get snowplow certified. Tell me where to go learn. Oh, man. Yep. Or people going live. Wait, Ray, what do you mean? Oh, every time you look at your... Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about now. I got confused. It all comes down to money. If someone can operate a massive crane or truck, why can't they just learn to operate a plow? Exactly. Exactly. If you know how to operate a forklift, you'll be okay. It's just a piece of machinery. Northern states have some staff that volunteer to go down south with plow trucks before this happens. I think, Haley, that also, like, we shouldn't have to volunteer to go down south before this happens because we also have our own people up here. But if the South, if like a southern state was like reaching out to government, say for instance in New Jersey, saying, do you have any extra resources to help us out with this? I'm sure they would be able to figure something out. Some cities use like preventative maintenance on the highway, but I don't remember hearing about plowing. Yeah, preventative maintenance is primarily what I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about the plowing. I'm talking about like preparing so that you don't end up with, like, I've been seeing people ice skating in the streets in Texas, and I'm like, I've never once seen that in my life over here because the roads never get slick enough because they are constantly taking care of the roads so that they don't. Yeah, we do it for hurricanes all the time. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know they can do it. Like, I remember how many resources we sent during, like, Hurricane Harvey, for instance. I remember that being a really big deal. So, and I remember how many things were sent to us during Sandy. Because Sandy destroyed the shore towns in New Jersey. So, like, and I remember how much help we received from people, you know? Yeah, they didn't treat it at all if you can skate on it. I know that for a fact. Because even if there was, like, some sort of salt under it, it would be rocky. It would not be, like, smooth ice. Oh, yeah, Kevin, during Sandy, I was out of power for 10 days. I was out of power for 10 days during Sandy. Our home was 30 degrees, and we had to leave at some point because our power wouldn't get back on. Katrina, I was out for 12 days. Yeah, I can't even. Yeah, I had a friend who was, who moved here because they lost their house in New Orleans during Katrina. They were, like, right in the heart of it. And so they ended up moving here. Yeah, but unfortunately, it's like there's so many of these issues that happen. And sometimes it takes having, unfortunately, major issues like this to happen for people to, like, recognize that there's an issue or, like, figure out how things can change going forward so that it doesn't happen again. My mom was stuck out of the country. Well, I'll tell you what, if Sid ended up flying here, she'd still be here. Because Sid was supposed to fly here last Thursday, and we canceled the whole trip because of the snowstorm. And I said to her, I was like, if you come here, your flight home is gonna get canceled because her flight home was set for Sunday. And then like 2 days ago, she was like, hey, good thing, or like on Friday, she was like, good thing we canceled because my Sunday flight, they just emailed me that it got canceled. And I was like, yeah, and you're not gonna be able to get out on Monday either because I can't take out my car. So like, even if she were here, she still would be stuck, which is bad. My wife is stuck in South Dakota because of the winter storm. She was supposed to come home Saturday. I think Corey Swearin, I think he was saying his wife is stuck somewhere too. I think like in Vegas or something because she can't fly home right now. But she's like kind of treating it as like a vacation, which is nice. Oh no, extra days with Sid. The issue though is that like Sid has to work too, and so do I. So it's like it would be difficult. I'm pulling some hair out. I feel like I have like you know when your hair like when you brush it and there's like pieces of hair stuck that have fallen out and you could feel them, they're like a little long and you just got to pull them out. That's where I'm at right now. My mom being stuck out of the country worked in her favor since that was the 3 extra days she could spend with her parents. Oh, that's awful, Kevin, but that's also really nice that they got to spend extra time together, you know? Ash and Image, welcome in. One of my coworkers said she's supposed to be flying to Baltimore on Wednesday. There's no way out of our little mini airport will be operating by then. Yeah, no. No way. I finally decided to cut mine. Used to comb it all the time, hate brushing it. I could not. Also, Salt Girl, welcome in. Hello, hello. My hair is the longest it's been, like, pretty much since I was, like, 13. It's never been this long. And I'm remembering how, like, how often I need to brush the bottom layer of my hair because it just gets so tangled up under all my clothes and stuff that I'm just like, damn, I forgot that's why I used to cut my hair off, because I used to hate how matted and like tangled it would get because I have so much hair. And that's why I put like half of it up, because just like all of it would get so like tangled and mangled, and God, it sucked. So that's there we go. I wanted to make it a little higher so it looked cuter from the front. That's cute. But yeah, I have my chicken hair clip. I shaved it all? Hell yeah. I saw someone post today saying, if you're bald, don't go outside. You'll get a brain freeze. And I laughed so hard because, like, you actually will. I haven't got a haircut in 2 years. I'm committed at this point. I comb it. Hold on. I hate when this does this. Does anyone know how to turn off this feature that, like, if you... where is everything? All of my things closed. Oh my God, you're still here. Thank God. All of my windows just minimized, and I don't know what happened. I got all of my windows minimized. Okay, we're back. Okay, my stream didn't end. Thank God. That was so scary. I do this thing happens where like I accidentally put my mouse in the bottom left-hand corner of my toolbar, and then it opens this whole thing that's like, good afternoon, weather insights, polar vortex, NFL news, Copilot. I'm like, what is this? I hate this fucking thing. How do I turn it off? I hate it. There we go. And then I clicked on it and everything minimized, and I was like, did I just end my stream? And then I was like, no, everything's still open. It was scary. But yeah, pisses me off. Eye protection is key. So true. Somebody just posted pictures of the bigger town nearby, and apparently they pre-treated and have since added sand, and there's sheets of ice on the road. Tee-hee. Tee-hee. Click the gear in the corner. Turn off, open on hover. Click it, gear in the corner. I don't have a gear. Oh, gear in the corner. Open on hover off. 402, you're a genius. Thank you, 402. Oh my God, now it doesn't open on hover anymore. Yay, thank you. I recently just took a day to like DAI and data collection all of my devices and apps. Honestly, I need to do that. I need to do that so bad. I need to do that so bad. I closed the window right when you were talking about the thing. Were you bitching about the news in the start bar? No. Well, I mean, yeah, always. But for me, the news in the start bar is just Gru's final fight with Vector, Despicable Me, Steve Carell. So, the hard-hitting stories. Yep. Hi, Jonesy. I turn off the news on the start bar with any new computer instantly. I hate it. I also get scared because it's like, oh wait, with the start bar. With start, I don't have any news, but like on the side thing, it has like my weather and where I'm located, and I'm always afraid I'm going to accidentally pull it up while I'm sharing my screen. Is Gru going to be okay? I don't know, guys. I don't know. The bar on the bottom. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, I have a couple things I want to talk to you guys about. Now that we're back. Well, now that we're back, but like now that we've done our chatting. I have a couple things that I would like to talk about. Hold on first. Why is it up there? Come back down here. Oh, God. Sorry, my windows are all screwed up. Only an hour in. Rookie numbers. Hell yeah. The boy. Hello, boy. Welcome. So, a couple things. One, if you guys are just getting in, hi, Gotcha Bacha. Mike, thank you for the 26 months, dude. At tier 2. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate you. Come as a bitch. So, if you guys were late to stream today and you didn't see it, I have a brand new starting soon screen. Wow! It looks like this. Wow! Salt Girl, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. It's adorable. I love it so much. It's also our ending screen. But primarily it's because it wasn't actually created for my Twitch screens. It was created because I am starting a series on YouTube. Can we play GameCube, please? What? I don't have a GameCube. It started because I am in the starting soon screen. Oh, I was like, huh? I'm starting a new YouTube series, and it is called Good Night Gamers. It's called Good Night Gamers, and it is a series that is podcasting. I will be podcasting, basically. So I'm starting a nighttime series. It's like basically designed for nighttime listening, where I am going to be playing some of my favorite cozy games and podcasting about whatever it is that is on my mind, either about gaming news, my life, whatever, what's going on in the world that's appropriate for me to be talking about on my YouTube channel, and things of that nature. And it's going to be about 30-minute episodes of me just playing these cozy games and chatting with you guys about them. And it's called Good Night Gamers, and that is the screen that is going to be used for my intro and my outro screen for that series specifically, which is why I commissioned that to begin with. But then I was also like, well, let me also use it as my starting soon and ending screen as well. Will you be whispering us to sleep? I am going to be using like a calmer talking voice. So I'll be talking a little bit more like this. Nice, calm talking. Nice pronunciation. Yeah, it's going to be like a nice, chill kind of vibes. And you guys get to listen to all the noises and sounds of like all of your favorite cozy games. So that's the series. I'm launching it next week, I believe. Next week is when it officially launches. So yeah, that's like my big announcement, I will say, is with that. So I'm very excited. Yeah, it's my nighttime content because I am, and this is where my other announcements are coming in, I'm making a big shift in my YouTube content. I've been doing like a lot of research with like YouTube channels and like what works and what doesn't. And I genuinely think that what I'm doing on my YouTube channel is not working. And I don't mean that in a way where I'm like, oh, my videos suck. I love my videos very much. I just think in terms of like what people like to watch on YouTube, I think it's not necessarily lining up with what needs to be or what people are seeking out. I think it's great for people that watch Twitch, but like generally speaking, a majority of people that watch YouTube don't watch Twitch and vice versa. Like, I mean, people who watch Twitch will watch YouTube, but YouTube, people who only watch YouTube and don't watch Twitch really like a specific type of content, and they don't like the on-cam top corner of the screen conversational thing. It's more like scripted content that they like. And I know that too, because when I'm watching YouTube content, I also don't like the on screen. I like scripted content better on YouTube. I don't watch the same vibe on YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I want to see like this type of content, I go to Twitch because I like watching it live. I don't like watching it like pre-recorded like this and then like edited down into a little video. I don't really, and I've been doing that a lot, and like I think it helped me a lot with like building a little bit of like consistency with like my posting and stuff. But I think for what I need going forward, I'm going to be shifting away from that. So this series will also kind of help me shift away from that. It's going to be like my first start toward it. Now, I am also like, I had literally just started my Girly Pop season 3 episodes. So I only have 2 of those episodes out for like the whole season. So I'm thinking I might take a break from editing the Girly Pop SMP series, because Girly Pop SMP season 3 ends next week, and like on Monday. And we're taking an extended break between season 3 and season 4, so I can take that break to really edit down that series the way I want it to. And what I think I'm going to do going forward with my SMP content is make 1 episode per series and make them movies, if that makes sense. So like, I played 1,000+ days in Minecraft on the Girly Pop SMP season 3, and like, here's what happened kind of thing. And then make like an hour and a half long video. So like a long play of me playing out through the whole series, because I think that SMP content doesn't really do that well on YouTube unless you're like on Hermitcraft or something. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing. I also want to see if, I don't really know if I have any videos from season 1, but I do also want to kind of, if I can figure out how, re-edit season 1 and make a long video like that for season 1. But I just don't know if I have the content. Like, I don't know if I physically have the videos, because I started my VODs channel after season 1, so I don't know if I have them saved anywhere, unfortunately. But if I can figure it out, I will. But if I can't, then I'll just start with season 3, and then that's what I'll do with season 4 as well. So then it's like, if you like that long play video and you want more content like that, it'll be 1 long movie, essentially, so a long play video. And then the funniest moments will be turned into clips that go on like shorts and reels. And then if you want to watch more in-depth things that happen, you can watch me live. And that's going to be my SMP content. And then I'm going to switch my YouTube content into wonderful, very well thought out with that. Thanks, guys. I really wanted to like run all this by you, not like for your approval, but just to kind of let you know where my brain's been at with my YouTube content and stuff. I know I really want those videos, Triz. I am wondering if there's like somehow online somewhere like a Twitch backlog of like people's VODs that were like once at one point like live streamed. I'm like wondering. Or if maybe I ever like multi-streamed it. I don't know. Did I actually ever multi-stream it? That's a great question. If I multi-streamed it on YouTube, I might actually have some content of it. Let me look really quick. Live. I caused problems in this streamer-only server. 1, 2. I only have 2 videos. That's so sad on YouTube, at least. Fuck. But that's okay. I've got my VODs from that season, but that won't help you for much. It might help me for a little bit because I might be able to like kind of organize it in a certain way. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so that's my plan with the SMP content going forward. So you're not going to really see a lot of like my SMP stuff for a while, I think, the girly pop stuff for a while. But what I want to start doing is focusing on creating more like gaming news content. So like what I did with the Minecraft baby animals and the Animal Crossing, you know, first look reactions, when Stardew Valley has updates and stuff. I want to do like quick videos that are like explaining everything you need to know so you don't have to go watch a bunch of articles about it or read a bunch of articles about it. And then I also want to create like actual playthrough videos. So I will say my Forever World, my solo play of my Forever World will definitely still be a series that I will keep going on there. And I probably will do like a mixture of being on cam and off cam for that. Whereas like I only have, oh, I have a big freeze. Big freeze, big freeze. Sorry guys, hold on. It's coming back. Hold on, it's coming back. Big freeze. Oh God. Hold on. We good? All right, we're good now. Sorry guys, it had a big freeze for a second. We're good. I will say, the big benefit, just refresh if, just pause and unpause your player if you feel like you might be a little behind. I will say, ever since Meld put in that like partial fix, it's able to unfreeze itself if I just give it a second. So that's good at least. I'm sure once they put out like the official final fix, I really don't think I'm gonna have as much stuttering issues anymore, which is really nice. But anyway, no, it's not you. If you're seeing freezes today, it's definitely me. It's just because of the software that I'm using. Yeah, it was pretty smooth coming back. You remember, guys, it used to never come back. So yeah, it they have fixed a lot of it. What it is that it's like how many of you guys are chatting right now, actually, and if you're like redeeming Mac trucks and like how many people are just here watching, it's an increased like amount of like eyes and activity basically, causes a little bit of a glitch, and they're in the process of fixing it, and they sent me like a partial fix, but they're still doing like the full fix, and it just hasn't been released yet, so they're still working on it. Too popular. Oh my God, I know I'm so popular. Wow. um oh my God, Pup just sent me pictures of his car and it's buried like mine. um Mobile's smoothed out a lot. Great. I just had another big freeze. Okay, we're good. Hey gamer. Hey classic gamer, Mike. Welcome in. Sorry, I don't know why I said it that way. I read like the last part of your username, and I'm like, well, that's not really exactly it. Are you the only one having this problem? Kind of is it, which is why it's weird. I'm one of the only people. I think maybe one other person had this issue, but I'm one of the only people having this problem. But I also don't know what kind of streamers are using Meld right now. Like I don't know what their viewership is like or what, you know, their chat is like or anything like that. So like I'm not quite sure what like the differences are between us on why maybe it's affecting me. Also too, it could be like my specific specs in combination with the chat activity. Like it could be just something else. Yeah, you guys be yapping. Hi Rye, how's it going? Mike, no worries at all, dude. Never apologize. Never ever apologize. I hope everything's okay. Thinking of you. I'm on a different Wi-Fi connection than normal, so I was unsure if it was that. No worries, dude. You're good. So anyway, I'm going to continue saying what I was saying before we froze. So, in terms of the activity, in terms of my SMP content, that's what I'm thinking of doing on YouTube for right now. So it's getting paused. And we will revisit it once I have time. I want to edit like the full season 3. I've only done 2 episodes of the Girly Pop SMP season, so I think I'm just going to kind of abandon doing episodes on it and just do one full movie kind of video, because those do really well in Minecraft community. People love doing like Minecraft blah 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 full movie. I think that would do really well. Anxiety kicked my butt. Dude, I really feel you. Are your freckles real or are they makeup? It's so funny that freckles are a trend right now as someone who was picked on for freckles growing up. I actually have real freckles that come out in the summer if I go out in the sun that are like full face. But in the winter, I do the fake freckles. But that's okay, no worries. How have your teaching classes been? Oh my god, they're amazing. I'm like so excited to go to school tomorrow to teach because my class is amazing this semester. They're like all so attentive and excited, and it makes me in turn very excited. So they've been really great this semester. So I'm really excited to be teaching, you know? It always helps when I have a really good group of kids. And last semester was really great, and this semester is really great. So I'm hopeful that like I think like I think what happened is that my specific class used to be an elective, and then it was mandatory. Like it became a required course, but like for a specific broad major. So then like the kids that I had that were taking the class because they had to were like not super interested and just like showing up because they had to and like submitting half-assed work, and I was like what the heck. And then they ended up I have a really bad free okay, they ended up restructuring like the whole school and combining different types of majors, and then they switched which majors were like my class was required to take, and now I'm getting kids that are like in different majors that are really interested in this. So no freeze here, good. If I get another really, really big freeze, I'll probably no, I'll probably be okay because I'm not playing games today. I teach basically like a video production type of class. I think the movie style videos might do better because people are watching while playing, and it's nice to put on something long. Yeah, exactly. I think so too. So back to YouTube stuff, like I was saying, with the like I'm gonna do long plays basically for the SMP content. For regular Minecraft content, I am gonna be doing my episodes for the Forever World. However, I think I might restart that series because I lost my save. I lost my save. So because when I got a new NVMe drive, I didn't realize that my Minecraft world was not going to be saved on Modrinth. I thought Modrinth would autosave it for me. It did not. It's not saved on the cloud on Modrinth like I thought it was. So I did lose it. Oopsies. But it's not that bad because like we didn't really do that much in there. So, plus I've been wanting to switch the biome mod that I had anyway because I really like the biomes we've gone more than biomes aplenty, especially after playing with it so much on Girly Pop. So we're just going to switch it, and I'll make some lore tying into it on why we don't have that world anymore. Mines! I've been watching Seinfeld still. I watch so much Seinfeld, it's not even... Hello, what did I shook my head around, and now it's doing something crazy. There we go. I went like this, and it like shook my hair on the wrong side. Thank you so much for the 50 biddies. That was very sweet. I appreciate it. May I start a petition for you to do the Skyblock challenge? What is that? But that's the other thing, like Minecraft stuff. I would love to do challenges. I don't know if I'll ever want to do the 1 block challenge. I don't think I have the patience for that. But what is Skyblock challenge? I also want to do more like Minecraft tutorials on YouTube, doing stuff like that. So like when I did like the Christmas tree tutorial and used a lot of flashback, I want to do stuff like that, like tutorials on how to make different types of like farms, like automated farms, like creeper farms and Enderman farms and stuff like that. Yeah, and like for my social media content, I want to start doing more like of the short that I posted yesterday of like that like is kind of like emotional, tells a story, and it was like we killed the creeper and the creeper dropped a book, and it was like I took that idea from somebody else though. So like I would start making my own ideas. But I saw somebody else do that, and it was like that same exact idea, and I was like I want to make my own version of that, which is why I put that in the caption, because I don't want people to think that I'm like, guys, look at this idea I made up and it was not my idea. I was inspired by somebody else. So, there's a bunch of floating islands, but you start with just 1 block and have to expand to the others. Oh, maybe I would like that better than I have the power of God and anime on my side. Maybe I would like that better than just doing 1 block. Oh, you're all good. I'm based out of Jersey. I'm new here from Swearin. I love Corey, dude. Corey's so cool. Coming from an education background, you definitely kill it with the tutorials. Thank you. Wait, I didn't know you had an education background. Okay, vocal stim. Well, can you hear the music? Thank you to whoever subbed to me on YouTube. Because that's the intro of this song. It's the vine where the kid goes, "Don't fuck with me. I have the power of God and anime on my side." Ah! That almost made me cry. It was so sad. The creeper that I did. Anymore now. You know that I won't let you down before the fall. I also want to start making more like Stardew Valley content and stuff, but I think I'm going to hold off on Stardew Valley stuff until the update comes out. Once the update comes out, I'll obviously make more Stardew Valley content. On the bright side, I didn't lose my Stardew Valley saves. I was most nervous about that. I was so scared I lost my Stardew Valley saves because I was like, shit. If I lost my Minecraft saves, did I lose my Stardew Valley saves, which are arguably more important to me than my Minecraft saves? Ironically enough. And I did not, thankfully, because I'm on a perfection run right now, and I'm at like 56% on Stardew Valley. So I was like, I better not have lost that. Thank God for the Steam Cloud, dude. It saved me. He just wanted to be friends. Oh, I meant that you do. Oh! Yes, thank you. I couldn't be taken seriously. I don't think that's true. I always say, Jonesy, I've said this before. I think when you first started streaming, or when I first found your streams, whatever order it came in, I don't remember, that you would do great with audiobooks. You have such a calming voice. Like if you read like audiobooks or something, that would be great. Or podcasting or something, like in a calm. Jonesy has such a great voice for that. Yeah, I think it was when he started streaming. I've been loving Stardew. Dude, I love Stardew so much. But I don't want to start streaming Stardew again until the update comes out. Because they're going to be adding a new farm, I believe. I think that was like confirmed. They're adding a new farm style. And so like I'll have to start a new save again. Cutie! Or Kawaii, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Wait, no. Gastine, thank you for giving us up to Cutie. I got them all backwards. Thank you so much, Gastine. It's so good to see you. Kawaii, thank you so much for the resub, 29 months. He said he was 6 feet tall. I forgot that was the name of that. Did you show your Minecraft lamp? I love how my mom says Minecraft. I have not yet, Mom. I need to, though. I'm going to show everyone a picture instead of unplugging it and bringing it over. I'm talking about other stuff first, though, and then I'll talk about that. I have so much to talk about. So much to talk about. I feel like I'm not actually going to get anything done today, but it's okay. So now you all kind of have an idea of like what what direction, also hi Mom, my content is going in. And now that I've kind of like finally told you about my Goodnight Gamers like podcast that I'm doing, I think that you will now be getting like more consistent, like regular, like, because I want to do Goodnight Gamers at least once a week, because that requires very minimal editing effort from me, because I'm kind of doing like one takes of it since it's like podcast style. So I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to be talking while I'm gaming. I think I might be a little too ADHD for that. So I might record 30 minutes of me gaming and then do a voiceover recording of it. I'm still not 100% sure. I did do recordings of it already, and I did do it where like I talked while I was playing, but it was too hard for me to focus on what I was talking about. So I think I'm going to record first, just the gameplay, and then do it that way. Because I was too ADHD, and then I ended up like narrating what I was doing in the game, and that wasn't exactly what I wanted to do. So, anyway, now you have an idea. So that I want to do at least once a week, and then if I have extra videos a week, I'll also do that. So like the Goodnight Gamers thing is its own series, right? And then I'll also release on top of that, like maybe one week it'll just be Goodnight Gamers, and then another week it'll be Goodnight Gamers and a Minecraft video. But at least every week I'll have like a Goodnight Gamers. And then sometimes you'll get also like maybe like a Wednesday, Friday kind of deal or something, you know? So that's kind of like how I'm anticipating releasing it. And yeah, doing that. So that's that. Now, there is something else that I have been wanting to do. So on top of that, you are all very used to me doing multi-streams over on YouTube. This is something that I have been thinking about for a long time. I originally started doing multi-streams over on YouTube to help with my watch hours, to help me get YouTube partner, because it's really hard to get a lot of watch hours when you're only releasing like 5 to 20 minute videos. But if you're doing like a 3 or 4 hour stream over there and like you have 20 people watching you, watch hours are a lot easier. So that's why I originally started doing streams over on that account. What I think I'm going to do now, I'm switching things around a little bit. So I also have my VODs channel, which you guys know about. It's Bobby Mac VODs, which I will link in just a moment here so you guys actually have it. So if you did not know about this, I do have a VODs channel. This is where I post every single one of my Twitch VODs. So if you're not subscribed over there, go subscribe. That would be sick. I would love to get this channel monetized at some point. What I'm going to start doing is I am going to keep multi-streaming on YouTube, but I'm going to multi-stream to my VODs channel now. That's my plan, because that is where all of my live form content lives, and I want to keep it separate. Which is like a big decision for me, because I got to the point where I was like, okay, I have, my YouTube account where I'm just posting like, I want to start posting like that scripted content, that gaming content, that news content. So why would I have live streams on there? Because that's not really what people are there for, because it's not a live streaming account. Whereas like my VODs channel exists specifically for my live streams. So I might as well multi-stream to the VODs channel. Because also when I multi-stream onto my main channel like that, I never get new people. It's always just you guys pulling up a tab. I never get new people over there unless they're trolls that just keep like making new accounts to keep trolling me. So there's not actually a real benefit to multi-streaming over there, for me at least, that I see. And okay, you need to explain to me how to pronounce your name. Is it like Tura? Am I saying that right? Welcome in. I found you on Instagram last night and you made me laugh so hard. And then I saw that you followed me on Twitch today and I was like, did we just become friends? Tura is right. Did I say that right? Guys, Tura is so fucking funny. Oh my God. I saw a video. Tura was playing The Sims and she posted a video of like, she had this Sim who had a nanny and the nanny was watching her kid, and then she went out on a blind date and then the nanny was there and she goes, bitch, what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be watching my kid, and gets in a fight, beats the shit out of her, has like, I guess the extreme violence mod that I also use, because this nanny had her shit fucked up. Like her eyes were black and bloody and she was like, I was crying. It was so funny. Obviously I'm not doing it justice, but her reactions are just so good too. So go over to Tura's account and drop her a follow too. So cool. Yeah, we're friends now. Slay. Do you like Minecraft? I haven't played Sims in forever. I really haven't. I need to. Yes, I love Minecraft. Slay. I'm a Minecraft main. That's all I do is play Minecraft, girl. I got you. We'll talk. Man, I love Minecraft, dude. So, multi-streaming on YouTube, I'm going to be doing on my VODs account from here on out. Now, there's one more thing I would like to discuss with you all. And I know you're thinking, Mac, you've said this already like 3 times. I have another thing I'd like to discuss, and another thing, and another thing. But I mean it. I also have another thing I'd like to discuss with you all that is content related. And it is something that I would like to do, and it's going to be whenever it happens. It's not going to be scheduled. But I did make a 3rd YouTube channel. Okay? Because there is more types of content that I want to make that don't match up with my main YouTube channel, which is for gaming, okay? I'm not going to post like I know, I didn't even tell my mods about this. Ain't you already got like 4 jobs? Yeah, but like this is different, okay? I need to explain to you this conversation I had with Sophie so you get an idea. But yeah, even the mods don't know this. Only 402 knows about this actually because I talked about it with him on the couch when he was at my house, which I didn't also tell you guys about, but I'll tell you about it in a bit. I made a new YouTube channel. That's not it. It's called Where is Bobby Mac? And this is going to be like my vlogging lifestyle kind of channel. So guys, go sub to it. It only has 3 subscribers, and it's me, Sid, and 402. Oh, Sid also knows about it, obviously. So I'm gonna start making like lifestyle type content. And if I ever do like IRL stuff that I want to do, I'm gonna edit it into a video and post it on this account. So that's like my plan. And I was thinking about it. I was looking at all of these YouTubers and like the types of channels they have and what types of content they put out. And a lot of these gaming creators have like 3 YouTube channels. And they'll have like their main, which is their gaming channel, and then they'll have like a side, which is like their vlogging channel, and then they have another one, which is like their VODs channel. And all of them are very successful. And I'm like, that's really smart because if I have grabbed a whole audience of people that really like Minecraft, why would they watch a video of me vlogging in New York City? They won't. But if I create a lifestyle channel and it's all people who just watch vlogging content, fashion content, whatever content that I want to put on there, I have them because they also aren't going to watch my gaming content. So it's like I have separate channels now for all of this stuff. I just subbed. Thanks, guys. We're at 18 subscribers. What just happened? Thank you all. Very nice. Very nice. I had 3. Now we have 18. What the heck? Thank you. They won't, except we all will. So like you guys will, but that's because you've known me since before YouTube, right? But generally speaking, when I'm thinking about the YouTube algorithm, posting like 4 genres of content in one channel is not the best thing to do. Thank you for the sub on my YouTube channel. It's not the best thing to do. Like genuinely, it's not. So specifically with how sociable you are, it definitely fits you. It's so funny you say that because like I do not consider myself a sociable person. I'm like shy. Not like shy, but like my parents, for instance, like if you ask my mom, like what I was like in high school, like I didn't talk to anybody. I don't participate. I don't like asking people questions. Like I like to keep to myself. But for instance, like when 402 and I did an IRL stream in New York City, I want to edit that VOD down into a fun video and make that a video on this channel. I also want to do like videos where I like sit and just talk to you guys about like whatever is going on in my life while I'm sitting on the couch. And it's more like vlog style stuff. If I'm like doing a fun project that I want to work on, I want to be able to film myself doing it and post it on there. Like if I'm going to redo like my leopard gecko enclosure and I want to film it, I'm going to post it on this channel. So it's going to be more lifestyle stuff. So again, if you missed it, Vlogmas, I don't even know what Vlogmas is. Rebuilding your PC in the new case, exactly. So that's all going to be stuff on here. But this is not Christmas vlogs. Oh, sure, hell yeah. Not to bring more ideas in your head, but I swear you once talked about making videos about conspiracy theories. Yes, those are things that I always had wanted to do. That, Triz, is that Triz? No, sorry, that, Rosie, is something that would actually probably tie more into Goodnight Gamers. So my podcasting stuff with gaming. So yeah, I might do like a once a month we do like a conspiracy theory. Always down for a good conspiracy theory vid. Aren't we way past Christmas? We are. You weren't on YouTube in 2013? I think I was, but I didn't watch people that did vlogging. I watched like... Well, in 2013, what did I watch on YouTube? I watched Joe Santagato. I watched Jaden Whale, who I don't think he calls himself I think his name is something else. Parker, I think now. I watched, thank you for the subs, guys. I appreciate that. That's very nice. What else did I watch? I watched, like, the guy that would throw food. What the hell was his name? You know who I'm talking about. It was like a 30-second video and he was just like throwing shit and stomping on eggs and stuff. I also watched people that are so incredibly canceled, I can't even admit to you that I watched them. What's the name of the new YouTube? It's called Where is Bobby Mack? You probably can't find it right now because I just made it like 2 days ago and there's like no content on it, so like YouTube won't recognize it as an account. No, same. Okay, slay. So yeah. Um, where are you from? I'm from Jersey. Oh, thank you for making that sync. That was very nice. Snowy Princess. I'm so excited for Goodnight Gamers. Me too, dude. I'm pumped. Where are you from? Tura. I made a command. You like the name? Perfect. Lifestyle YT is perfect. Okay, guys. You know what's really funny is that like people people on social media use YT to say like white people, like white, and every time I read it, I think they're talking about YouTubers, and I'm like, oh my god, what did this YouTuber do now? And then I'm like, this is white person. Now I understand. Because YT to me is YouTube because I'm like chronically a content creator online since I was a kid. Like chronically on YouTube. I still read it as YouTube, me too, and I have to like do a whole little like reboot in my brain to read it properly. Oh my god. So, we've all been there. Kind of ironic that we can't find the channel titled Where is Bobby Mack? I know, right? I couldn't even find it myself because I was trying to, on my main YouTube account, I have more content at the bottom and I have my VODs channel and I was trying to add my other channel and it won't let me. I think I have to post a video first. So I'm going to record like a short video kind of being like, hi, and explaining about what the channel is going to be about and then post that and then be done. What is YT now? White. People use that to say white. When there's like on Twitter, when there's like a character thing, YT is white, YT is YouTube. Oh, like caps? The thing is I never use caps. But what if you're yelling in all caps about white people? Then what is it? Is it white or is it YouTube? I didn't know that. I think it's mostly, I feel like it's, no, I want to say it's mostly a Twitter thing, but I see it in comments and stuff too. YouTube people, not the white people on YouTube. No one ever uses caps properly. Oh man, that's so funny. So now I feel like I've finally revealed everything to you guys for the most part. So yeah, I have a brand new YouTube channel that I'm going to be posting just lifestyle kind of content on. It's not going to be any gaming content. So any content that I make outside of gaming is going to go on that channel. So like maybe I'll do like a video about my leopard gecko. Maybe I'll do a video where I'm doing a full like clean out my apartment with me because I need to do some spring cleaning. Let's reorganize my closet because I've always wanted to make videos like that since I was younger because that's the kind of videos I love watching. Like that's what I watch on YouTube. I don't watch a lot of gaming content on YouTube. Like I do, but I would say I watch more stuff like that. Like I love watching like apartment tours and like people redecorating and cleaning like their huge mess and organizing and stuff. Like I really think like I want to start making more content like that. It would make me really happy. But that's going to be very like unscheduled. Whenever I post on there, I post on there. Because I do not have the time to make videos to go out regularly on both accounts. And I want that account to be purely like that's just for fun. Like it's just like an extra way to get to know me, and like if I end up building an audience on there, that's sick, and if I don't, that's fine too because it's really just for me. I watch Minecraft and lifestyle. I watch Stardew Valley and Minecraft and lifestyle. Your fit is slaying. Thank you. I'm just wearing a workout top, workout pants, and a cardigan. Hair tutorials? Sure. Why not? You're the only one wishing. Or like I'll do my makeup and do a story time and just shoot the shit. I think that'd be fun. I will not be doing ASMR. I'm beige today, which is funny because this is actually green. You just can't tell. It's like a very light mint green, but it's hard to tell on camera. I watch Fortnite, The Walking Dead, Minecraft, and Lifestyle. Right now, I just watched The Basement Yard. That's it. I just watched The Basement Yard podcast. That's all I watch. Joe Santagato and Frankie Alvarez. That's all I watch. Twin, where have you been? Didn't we have another shirt you said was yellow and you said it was orange? Yes, I do. Nobody knows me like you know. Nobody gonna tell me. Chris is watching Basement Yard in the other room. Are you on their Patreon? I'm not. And I'm like, damn. Oh, okay, wait. Actually, sorry. I have one more thing to talk about. It's January, okay? So I just have a lot of plans for the year. And I'm not putting dates on these plans because I've tried putting dates on plans before and then like life gets in the way and those plans don't happen and then I feel like I disappoint people. So I'm just telling you, these are things that I am loosely planning on doing this year. I am going to start a Patreon, which I have talked about. And my Patreon is going to be specifically geared toward people that want to like deep dive into learning video editing and deep dive into learning about like how to process like their analytics and stuff like that. It's like basically like what I would teach my college students, but in like Patreon for anybody who wants to learn those kind of things. I'm also gonna like deep dive into like how to use certain types of plugins and stuff on OBS or Meld and things of that nature. So I will have a Patreon for that as well. I obviously also have like a long-term project that I have been working on, which is my magazine. This is something that I've talked about for like 2 years. And to be honest with you, originally, I can't listen to the song right now. Originally, what had happened is that I had a date set for it, and then somebody in my life passed away very tragically, and then I basically took like a whole year to grieve that. So obviously, the magazine was not at the forefront of my mind. So I kind of dropped everything on that for a long time and was like, I'm just going to break that. Just not think about it for a while. It is something that I still want to do, though. I don't know what the name of it is going to be called. We always joke that it would be called the Macazine, but I always actually low-key hated that name for it. Like, a former mod of mine was like, no, name it that, and I didn't know how to say no to her because it was a weird relationship we had. So I didn't know how to say no to her, but I really didn't like the name. So I'm trying to find a new name for it. But anyway, I actually have people helping me with it now, so we're like actually starting to get it set up. Wixie. Anyway, so the Bobazine, that's crazy. What sort of topics would be in the magazine? A lot of different types of like gaming content. I don't want to like spoil it all. I also don't want to share it all like out loud because I don't want somebody to steal my idea and then release it before I release it. Cuz I just know how the streamer space can work sometimes. So, I'm low key, this is like my little project that I'm holding a little close to my chest. But that is something that this year, already launching mine. You know what I said I'll do, 402. I can't say it here, but I'll do it. Yeah, they defo would. Exactly. So. Drew! 7 months, dude? I can't believe it's been 7 months already. Why did it say it like that? Thank you so much for the 7 months, dude. Keep it close, exactly. All I can say, though, for sure, is that you guys would love it. You will love it. Trust me. Trust. Okay? But it's not something that I'm ready to fully release yet or give you a date on yet. But trust that it is something I'm working on. Whenever I say I want to do something and it hasn't happened yet, it's not because I forgot about it, and it's not because I just decided, oh, like, I made up this thing and I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. It's because it's a project that is so big that it takes so much time, energy, love, and effort to go into it, and I want to do it right. So it's not something that I can just like be like, oh, I had this idea and next week it's ready. You know, it's not one of those things. It's something that's been a long time coming, and it's just going to take some time. So also I'm one person. I'm one person that is a creative that has so many ideas and so much on my plate already. I have a lot of different jobs, as you all know. I have many different jobs. So, I got a lot going on. Which brings me to a conversation that I had with Sophie that has helped me a lot, where she was like, listen, one person who loves to have 10 jobs, no, only four. Where Sophie was like, listen, there's only 24 hours in a day, and only so many of those hours in a day are allocated for being awake, right? You cannot do all of these things in one day, nor can you do them all in 1 week, okay? So she was like, pick at the beginning of the week maybe 3 things that you want to focus on that week, and those are the things that you can focus on. And if you don't want to do that one, trade it out for something else. And I was like, that is very helpful. She was like, yeah, you got to start trading shit out. Like, you have to focus on, like, say for instance, you want to focus on, like, going hard on Twitch stuff. Like, focus on that, like, this week and next week, and then, like, the week after do YouTube. But don't do, like, YouTube and Twitch and something else in 1 week, because that's not possible. And I was like, that's really smart. And it clicked with me really well when she said that. And I was like, that is really how I feel. So yes, I have all these ideas, but they're going to take a long time to, like, put into action, because I don't have all the time in the world, and I need that time to be able to process it all and, like, get it out there. So, because I have, like, a couple things that I am working on with Twitch, but I also, like, I love Twitch, obviously, that's why I'm streaming here, and my CCV, I'm very fortunate that so many of you have been wanting to watch me, and that I'm just yapping right now, and there's 138 of you here right now, which is insane to me. And if you told me that a year ago, I'd be like, holy shit, no way. Like, that was never my reality back then. And so, I love it. I love it. But also too, like, it's not realistic to put all of my eggs in Twitch's basket, and through, like, I have always wanted to do YouTube stuff too. And if YouTube, you can get it to take, if you can get YouTube to take off, it is so much more financially feasible than Twitch is. So, like, even if I'm just talking, like, very honestly with you guys about how changes on Twitch have affected me financially, like, I'm serious, it has. Like, when Twitch raised their sub prices, that dramatically affected my income in 2025 compared to 2024. So, but I don't feel like I was able to see that difference, because I always check, like, at the end of the year, I always check my analytics, compare it to the year before to see what's different. My subs were so different. And I'm talking about different by, like, 2,000 different. Yet my CCV is up. Yet my followers are up. It's just now the platform is trying to get people to focus less on subbing to the actual creator and more on getting turbo, and things like that. And because of that, I lost so much money, because their prices also went up too. And, like, I'm also one of those people that was like, oh, your prices went up, I'm unsubbing to everybody except for, like, 3 people, because I couldn't afford it, just as you guys can't either. Like, some of you can't and some of you can. It's like, it's a big ask. So I see that. I didn't necessarily, like, feel it, where I was like, damn, I feel like I'm really struggling right now. I didn't feel like that, but that's also because I have other jobs, which is why I have other jobs too, because I never want it to feel like I have to put pressure on you guys if something's, like, off. Like, if I'm financially struggling, I don't want to have to be like, hey guys. No, I'm a grown woman. I have other jobs to support myself, so that way I never have to lean on somebody financially, right? But looking at the change, I was like, that's a big difference. And I know it comes from the subscription changes. That was the biggest difference that happened. So, like, exactly, I only have 2 subs now because of the prices. Exactly. And, like, it's a huge difference. And so I'm kind of like, while I'm obviously very consistent with Twitch, and, like, I'm really going hard with Twitch, and I love Twitch, and I love having, growth on Twitch, because it's still a platform I love very much. I'm really driving it home on, I almost said on Minecraft, on YouTube, so that way I can start getting that as a more successful form of income if I can get it to take off. So I'm making a lot of adjustments there, because I'll be able to support myself better getting an income from there than I would on here. Do you get a portion from Prime subs? I do, but it's a fixed rate. I'm pretty sure I get $2.50 from Prime subs, I think. I'm actually not sure. I actually am also not sure if I'm allowed to talk about that. There's like weird TOS rules with like what I can and can't share with certain stuff. So I don't know. I think it's about that amount. I'm also going to hide all the done tasks. Oh, Jen, you do exclamation point done and then type out the task verbatim. If you only have one task on there, you could also do done all, but just type out the task verbatim and you'll be good. I'm going to hide complete. I'm hiding all the completed tasks so that way you guys can see your tasks. If you forgot the name, just do task all. Oh, I didn't know that one. We heard nothing. Right. Don't apologize, Connor. You're all good. I actually think that rule is only with ad revenue. I don't think it's with how much sub prices are, because I think that's news to everybody. Like, I think everybody knows how much Prime subs are. Like, I think it's public knowledge. But I don't think I'm allowed to tell you guys how much I make a month off ads for some reason. I don't know. Twitch breakdown of sub prices, maybe. Oh, Prime subs pay a flat rate, often around $2.25. So I make $2.25 per sub on Prime sub. And then I make 60/40 off everything else. But that's also 60/40 after fees. So if there's like conversion fees, like if you live in the Netherlands and I live in the US, they have to pay all the conversion fees with that money instead of using their own money. They use my money and then give me whatever's left of that. Give me 60% of whatever's left of that. So I learned that when I got screwed out of $1,000 and $1,100. I remember I lost $1,100 once because of a subathon I did, which is why I don't do subathons anymore. And I asked them, I said, I'm missing $1,100. And they were like, oh, that's because of, what did I just call it? The fee? What did I just call the fee? Conversion fee. They're like, oh, it's because of the conversion fee. And I said, what? And they said, yeah, the conversion fee comes out of that amount and then you get 60% of what's left over. And I was like, and that made me lose $1,100. So I never did a subathon again after that. I was like, from now on, if I'm going to do anything, it'll be bits. It'll be bits. I was like, that's good. It was short-term memory for loss for the win, literally. I was like, fuck, what is that called again? Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, that's like my thought process with the YouTube stuff. Robin, thanks 402 for the 100 biddies. Do you get more for UK subs as it's worth more than money than US dollars? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just genuinely so unsure on how any of it works. So I really don't know. All I know is that it costs them money to convert it from something else to USD. And whatever that fee is that it costs them, they take that out of my portion. That's what I learned. So that's why I was losing money. Because when I thought a sub, like if I thought I was making like $3 off a sub, I was actually making like $185, because that amount in between was the fee. So like that's what I'm getting at, which is why I stopped doing subathons after that, because I was like, or if I like include subs, I do it like point system, and I change the point to make it like match how much I actually make after fees and stuff. Well, I have to like estimate, I guess. Hi Kenya, I love you. How's it going? Hold on, I have a text. One second. Sorry, this is important. Sorry, this is just one of my students. I'm Okay. Sorry, I had to send something. It was important. Anyway, sorry guys. I try not to use my phone while I stream, but you know, when it's other work stuff too, I can't ignore it. So that is all of my news and my updates for things to come in the new year, basically this year. Things that I'm planning, how I'm adjusting my content. I'm also probably going to take like all of my YouTube live streams that like currently exist. I'll probably end up, I mean, some of them have decent views, but like if the views aren't going up for any of them, like if I see they haven't moved in like a month, I'm probably going to take them down off my YouTube channel. So that way there's no live content. It's just shorts and videos and just keep it that way. So it's like nice and clean. And then all of my live content is going to start going on the VODs channel, which it already has been. It's almost up to date. It's almost up to date. I also will just have to like make thumbnails and stuff for all of it too at some point. Did you tell us about the weekend? I did not yet. Oopsies. So, also this weekend, this past weekend that just passed, I never can never remember you. Might be. God, I'm sorry. I can't listen to that. The lyrics piss me off in that song so much because it's so whiny, woe is me, and I'm like, get over yourself. Anyway, so this past weekend, as some of you know, I was supposed to have a birthday thing. Hefty and Ayami were driving from out of town. Sid was flying in. 402 was coming. Gabby and Alexa were coming, and we were all gonna like come to my house and have a big like sleepover. And then, but you have it in your playlist because I like it, but like sometimes I don't want to listen to it. Sometimes I just don't want to listen to it. I also think I used to like the song a lot more than I do now. But, so everyone was supposed to come over. Obviously, that did not happen. It got canceled because of the snow. It snowed like a foot and some change outside. So my whole birthday thing got canceled. And so it's a whole thing. And also, it snowed the weekend before, and it's snowing this current weekend. So it's like, it's not like we could reschedule it anytime soon. So on Saturday, 402 calls me and he's like, hey, are you home? And I said, yeah. And he goes, cool, look out your window. And he's standing in my parking lot with a bunch of balloons. I was like, what? I was like, oh my God. It was so cute. I took a picture of him outside his car holding all the balloons. It was adorable. I was like, are you kidding? So then 402 comes up and he has a cake for me. He has some gifts and stuff for me from him and from Ven. Ven also got me some stuff and somehow got it to 402. I literally don't even understand how that worked. But he had stuff from him, stuff from Ven, cake, balloons. It was really sweet. And then we just hung out for like hours and just like kikied on my couch. It was really fun. But I want to show you what 402 got me because it's so adorable. Sun, moon, Mercury. Into them. I just opened my phone and the first thing I see is this because this is how I was dressed this morning to go out to my car. I took a picture of it. Princess, I have the picture. But where is the picture? Oh, dude. Found it. He got me a Minecraft bee lamp. I have it currently. Look how cute it is. Look how cute it is. Yeah, and look at the chain. It's a Minecraft bee. It's freaking adorable. Oh, it's so cute. It is so cute. It's right there. So you can kind of see it. It's right there. It's on right now. Isn't that adorable? I'm obsessed with it. And then Ven got me this mug, and I have to show it all to you guys. It's in the wash right now, so I can't show you, but look how cute this mug is. It's a goose. Look. Hold on. There we go. Look at this mug. Wrong way. It's a goose. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? And then got me like this whole little care package of like snow day stuff. So like she got me teas and a book and like some hand lotions and stuff and fuzzy socks, which by the way, I wore those fuzzy socks today. Incredible. It was very sweet. And then Sync sent me something in the mail that you all need to see. And I'm going to go grab it. It's inside out because I was wearing it. Did 402 see it? Yes, I showed it to him immediately. I was like, 402, look at this. Sync got me this for my birthday. Look at it. Look at my Louie boy. Look at the sploot. I love it. So I have my Louis shirt. I was wearing it this morning. I love it so much. It's adorable. Standing next to you. I'm going to go put it back now. It's so high quality. That's what I said. I was like, the images are like crisp, dude. Crisp. Crisp. Very crisp. So that is everything. Officially. Crisp with a hard P. When they sent me the proof, I was screaming. It's so good. Because usually, like, those shirts, you get them printed, and, like, usually it's not, like, it's a little fuzzy, you know? Like, I know mine is, like the one that I gave Sid is, like, a little fuzzy. The one she gave me is, like, a little fuzzy. But the one you got me is, like, 4K. I don't understand how. Hi, Bohi. Welcome in. So high qual. Hi, Isaac. Sweater looking cozy. Thank you. How's Ian doing? He's doing great. I have to show you guys some pictures. It was so funny. Last night, I'm laying in bed. This was Ian this morning. Wait, was this morning? No, this wasn't this morning. Oh, this was Ian this morning. He's so cute, dude. This was him this morning. He got sleepy face. Look at him in his little sleepy face. Oh, sleepy face. He's so cute. It was a bit pricier than the others. Honestly, rightfully so. But last night I'm laying in bed and I hear something. Like, I hear Ian in his cage doing something. Like, I heard like something like shuffling almost. And I was like, oh, maybe he's like crunching on the worm that I threw in there. Because it was a big worm. And those things, they crunch when they chew on them. And I thought that's what he was doing. And so I popped my head up just to make sure that, like, I don't know, he was okay, I guess. I don't know. I was just like, let me look. And he's, like, perched up. Like, what I heard was him climbing over something that had a fake plant on it, so it was shuffling. And he was, like, perched up on this, like, tall thing I put in there for him. And it's so hard to see him in this picture, but because it was, like, dark and it was, like, a red light in there. But you'll be able to find him. Look, he's just perched up on top of this tall thing. Look at him, and he was staring at me, dude. He was staring at me. Look, here's a picture of him full on staring at me. He was like, what? So cute, dude. And then I lay back down, and how many minutes later? So that was at 11:45. At 11:58, I hear him fall. I hear more shuffling, and I look, and he's just standing. And I was like, oh, he fell. He fell off. Great. And I'm texting his dad, and he goes, yeah, he's a little clumsy. And then, so he's looking at me at 11:55-ish, because he fell. And then I like pop my head up a couple minutes later just to look at him again, and he's just looking out. And I was like, what is he looking at? And he was like looking out and up, like on my ceiling. And I looked, and there was like shadows from his lights on my ceiling, and he was looking at them. And I'm like, this is adorable. So I took a picture of that too, because look how cute he is. Look at him just looking up. If you can't tell, that's him right there. That's him right there. Look at him looking up at the ceiling. Isn't that adorable? God, don't click that link. Okay, I won't. Oh, I froze again. Oh, we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. He is baby. He was stargazing, literally. God, he's so freaking cute. Meanwhile, Louis doesn't give a shit. Louis is like, bye. Hides. So now what we're gonna do, guys, is actually co-work. Because I also need to eat something too. So I'm gonna eat a little bit of a Sammy. Somehow it's already 3 o'clock. I've been live for 2 hours. How is it already 3 o'clock? I don't understand. I'm gonna eat a little bit of a shammy whammy. And yeah. How is it 3? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what? So you guys know the drill. They had a lot of different versions, but I settled with the B because of Team Honey. No, it's perfect also too, because it like shade wise, like if you're just talking about the shade, like the base of it is obviously green, like green does stand out, but I have it behind my chair so you can't even see the base. The actual shade fits in so well with all of my decor because everything is like beige, yellow, natural colors. So it's perfect. My color palette, exactly. Bree, thank you so much for the freaking 16 months at tier 2. That's insane. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. So it's a co-working day. So if you guys want to add a task to the list, if you want to know the commands, they're pinned at the top of chat, but you can also do !task commands. To add a task, you just do !add and then type out the task and it adds it to the list. And when you're finished, it'll cross it off for you as well when you tell it that it's finished. Hello. Voodoo. So what I'm going to be doing today is working on some stuff. I am probably going to... Oh, I froze. I'm good. I'm probably going to... By the way, your moms. Thank you for the follow, welcome in. I'm going to work on something. I'm like thinking of like just friends don't do what we do. Maybe I'll film something. I'm trying to think because like YouTube content wise, having the hardest time locking in. I got you, dude. YouTube content wise, what I have ready to edit is something that I just said I'm gonna not be editing anymore. So I'm like, shit. So what I think I'm gonna end up doing is what I'm going to end up doing. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is work on some stuff that is for tomorrow's stream, and then also work on editing a bunch of social media content. That's what I'm gonna work on, social media stuff. Because I gotta edit a lot of shorts and stuff. I'm trying to get back into the daily posting thing, which I feel like I've done like pretty good with doing. So that's what I'm gonna do. So what I like to do is I turn the music up for you guys, and I mute myself, and I share my screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. And yeah, it's nice and fun and cool and whatever. I'll also probably be uploading more stuff to my YouTube VODs channel to get that like up to date and ready to go. I'm gonna also open up my Premiere. Let's see if it freezes when it opens up. No hesitation, all I need is your love. I think what I'm going to be end up what doing is going be doing baked bean net, baked bean net. So anyway, I'll a baked bean. I'll share my screen with you guys, and we will do our stuff together. So. All right, I'm gonna turn the music up for you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself and get working. Okay, I'm gonna start the timer. We like to work in like 45-minute increments. So when the timer's going, you are locked in. And once the timer's up, I unmute and I start talking to you guys, and we take like 10 minutes or so to take a little bit of a break, chat a little bit, grab a snack, go to the bathroom, stretch our legs. We really like to stand up at this time too, so you don't get blood clots. If you can, stand up, you know. So yeah, let's lock in, and I'll see you guys in 45 minutes. Boom. Hello. The timer is up, which means it's been 45 minutes. Minutes, which means it's time for you all to take a break. So let's take a break. Hello. Hello, princess. How you guys doing? Are you all having a productive day? My book is so good. Minish, what are you guys reading? Or what are you reading, Sync? What you reading? I'm editing social media content. I don't know what that was. I'm so sorry. I thought it was just a silent stream. It is, but for like 45-minute intervals. And then we talk for a couple minutes and I like stand up and walk around, stretch my legs. And I'm going to use this break to refill my coffee. Share playlist. Oh, type ! playlist in chat and it'll link you right to it. And then you could just save it on Spotify. Need you. I am clip leader. I am honored. Sid, what did you clip that you're the leader? It's probably the one of me saying something up my ass or whatever from last stream. Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. Also Tolkien's Unfinished Tales. Ooh. I striked for the first time today. Let's go, Amy. Proud of you, dude. That's really scary and difficult. Good for you. I am going to refill my coffee. And that's it. So, I'll also hide all of the finished tasks so it's out of the way. So that way you guys can see what you have left to do. Got your refill. All right, everyone, shut the fuck up. Jesus. Jeez. Everyone shut up. Sorry, just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm not kidding, but wow, rude. All I hear in my kitchen is oof, honk, honk, riding, honk, oof. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, I know Sid's behind it because it'll be like, quick, everyone, she's gone, spam. And I'm like, all right, you listen here, you little bitch. You listen here. I didn't say that this time. This time. Right, yes, of course. Definitely, sure. Sit right now. I need to put my socks on. My feet are cold. I took them off before. Oh God, that's horrifying. So many SIDS. There's so many SIDS. Too much of my face. You know what, Sid? You deserve it. You deserve it. Did you guys all take a little break? Did you grab a snack? Did you stretch your legs if you can? Did you pee? Did you get some water? Oh my god, the way that if there's like no spaces in between. Oh my god, 402, please. That's horrifying. That's horrifying, guys. What the hell? You're all insane, is the thing. I hope you know this. I read that as first of the month bath. That's what I read that as, Erica. I was like, is this the first time you've showered this month? Like, I thought you were saying like my first bath of the month. I was like, what? That's wild. My pipes are still frozen, dude. I'm so sorry. All right, guys, I'm gonna reset this timer for us. And we're gonna start the next timer. 45 minutes. Time to lock in, guys. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Also, ads are about to start. I'm so sorry, but that would also be first bath of the year. Insane. Hi, Ponch. How do you know I'm insane? How? Oh my god, also, sorry. I know I just said we're gonna start the timer, but 1 second. I watched Adolescence last night. It's like a 4 episode short series. Like it's a mini series on Netflix, but it's all done in one shot. Like it's a one take show. Like there's no cuts in the entire show. They just shoot one shot the whole way through the entire show. It's incredible. And the actors are fabulous. Like they're insanely good. And I cried so hard at the end of it. It was so beautifully done. I loved that show. Oh my God. So if you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. It's so good. But really interesting. Like I've never seen a show fully done, like a miniseries like that in one take. Like no cuts, nothing. Insane. Anyway, I'm gonna start the timer now. Everyone get to work. Adolescence, yeah, hell yeah, dude. Okay, enjoy.
Let's boat it.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Help? Anything?
Should I kill it? I found a cow. I don't have wheat. I'll name one.
Hello. I don't know when the timer ended, but it ended at some point, so. Just so you know, timer has ended, everyone. How was your co-working? Like 10 minutes ago. Sorry, I was just so locked in. I was so locked in, guys. It's not even funny. I didn't even know it ended. So, also ads are happening right now, which isn't very useful. So, oopsies. I was just like very much locked into this edit. All right. So, well, that was the last timer because I have to see if I can get my car dug out. So I don't want to go back out there, guys. I really don't. It's so cold out. It's 19 degrees. I don't want to go out there in the snow. But I have to. Yuck. I know she gonna scream, God, what have you done? You're a big pony girl, and you dance at the club. It's where I belong. Well, y'all, this was something. We doing karaoke at PAX East? Yeah, but I'm just gonna sing everything like Toad. That's how it's gonna work. And jaws are on the floor. And a and a line outside the door. And a mirror crystal ball. I'm losing my mind, I think. So I'm waiting for the ad break to end, if you couldn't tell. The ad break is over. Welcome back from the ads. Hello, welcome back. Got some contracts ready for you. The dealio. So, I have to go. Because I have to go dig out my car. And if it's easier than I thought, then I'm going to go coach. If it's going to take me like over an hour, then I'm not going to coach. So, I just got to text Daniel over there and see, welcome back and goodbye. And see what's going on with hams. But we're going to raid out still. Who can we raid? I'm going to keep on dancing. Oh, it's huge on my screen. There we go. Whenever I drag like a window from my TV screen down to my monitor, it's fucking massive, and I'm like, I have to like resize it. I've left you all behind. Every Saturday. 1,000 miles away. God, what have you done? Oh, Ven just went live. Perfect. Let's go raid Ven. Ven just went live literally this second, 30 seconds ago. And Ven is partner pushing. So we're going to go raid Ven. That's an easy go. So raid messages. Raid 1 with the hearts is for followers. Raid 2 with the geese is for subscribers. Please copy and paste the correct one. We're going to go send all the lovey loves over to Ven. Ven's great. Ven gave me sweet birthday gifts, which was very, very nice. So we're going to go send love over to Ven. Oh, let me also... Why am I on this screen? I was like, what's the button? I just heard 402's voice, but I think it was on Ven's, and it confused me. I love when you end my sleep timer goes live. Gotta love that. Thank you guys for hanging with me today. I will see you guys again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be doing a big birthday celebration. Yes, it was the hello. We're going to be doing a birthday celebration stream tomorrow. So we'll have like fun incentives and games and cutesy stuff. I'll post a flyer for you guys in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, make sure you hop on in. There's the link to the Discord, and here's the link to all my socials. And don't forget, I have a new YouTube channel. If you guys could subscribe to that as well, it would mean a lot to me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Love you all. Bye!
Sid, would you eat a cracker if you